Whiskiaddic. Use the good hand, Martin.
There you go, mate. There's your drams for the night. You alright, wasn't it?
Look good. Look good. Oh, is that a travel retail? That Aston
Oh, it is.
Martin?
It is indeed, mate.
I see it's at 40%. That's a bit fucking cheapo.
It is.
But if it's travel retail, that kind of.
The idea was, it's hopefully something not a lot of people would have got their hands on yet.
No, that's a
Which
good
is the
idea.
kind of the idea with most of them, I think.
Exactly.
What you got there then, mate?
So this is the Glasgow distillery, Glasgow 1770 distillery, and this is quite an unusual bottle because I actually bought this with my money.
It's rare and
It's very rare that I actually buy whiskey, but I was coming back from somewhere.
Prison.
I might as well have been, and I dropped in at Lomond Shores. You know, I dropped in to see David McCallum, who runs Stevie's DRAMS shop there.
Oh, I didn't know there was a whiskey shop there.
Yeah, aye.
I've only ever been in once.
Good wee whiskey shop, really good wee whiskey shop. And this was a Glasgow 1770 bottling that they did for them. So Stevie's DRAMS Winter 2022
Right.
exclusive.
Just peated, unpeated.
Yeah.
That. Ugh, that doesn't look natural at all.
I'm such a gentleman. I just poured more in first.
Oh, yes, right. I only want literally a
Tiny.
tiny splash.
A wee dribble.
I would say a sploosh, but I'm
I know.
that's plenty, that's plenty. Cheers.
So sort of a
A wee
beer,
dribble.
I should be on my arse by the time I finish this lot tonight. Oh, this is going to get messy.
It's a bold admission. I tell you.
Talking of which, that hurts.
I bet it does. It's like one of these cartoon bumps in the
Things I
that's
do
like-
for
it's just
I'll tell you what. The front part fell down that way and the back bit fell down my neck.
I'm quite glad it's you that hurt yourself and no me this
Do you know
time.
what annoys me? Is when we did the last episode with Kat up here, I kept laughing at her for scalping herself, and then I've gone and done it about 10 times as bad as any of
yeah,
us.
that's basic karma.
All right, keep it calm. Guys, but having 12-year-old staple drama,
Keep it simple, man.
Absolutely.
46.3%, gentlemen. Ching ching, Bacardi wallet. Cracking dram. The guys here are Bunnahabhain employees, you know, not the best, but what can you say? Unpeated, 12-year-old, I believe, is it about 25% bourbon cast, 75% mixed sherry cast?
something close to that.
As a rough idea.
Something close to that.
Reason I've got this one as the first dram, just as a wee pointer for you, is we do have the second dram, which obviously you know what it is. It's the Bunnahabhain 12-year-old cast strength. I didn't want to go in with the first dram going straight in at a high percentage, so I've given an easy dram to break ourselves into the first one, and then obviously you could do a little comparison and basically see why the two Bunnahabhain drams are so very, very different. But anyway.
You are an absolute gentleman, Colin. For
I'm a
doing
what?
that. You're a gentleman
For what?
for taking the folk in gently.
Yes, yes.
I think
He's
so.
moving
I
gently,
think
even
so,
though
but
we've
like I
been
say,
on it
it's-
for the last hour.
Aye, I know.
It's a big one to go straight in with, isn't it? That cast strength, don't you think?
No, it's you're right. You're right.
So let's get another one on the
You
go.
held your patience really well through that.
I know that was-
You really
Yeah,
kept it
he's-
together.
He was chomping at the bit to get this one down his neck, wasn't he?
Can't believe how long that took to get poured.
Empty glasses and you're listening to that, Walter.
Yeah.
Well, you know
We're
what?
supposed to be background
One of
noise,
you
not-
lot could have poured it.
You were
Yeah.
clutching it.
The 2022 version of the 12-year-old cast strength from Bunnahabhain. So, Dave, tell us a bit. What we got?
Yeah, so we obviously we had that little bit of 12-year-old just to wake up the taste buds, and that's fine. We're all fairly familiar with the 12-year-old in the core range, but there was a bit of kind of, what would you say? There were quite a few requests, quite a bit of love for the idea of bringing out a cast strength version. The formula's the same. We're still 100% Oloroso sherry cask.
You didn't get any bourbon in this one.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no, 100% Oloroso. Technical term, a Bohier more strength.
Boy.
Bohier. So 56 and a half, 56.5.
Let's have a look, shall we?
Yeah.
56.6.
6.
There we go.
A little bit more colour than the first attempt. massively, massively full of flavour, layers and layers of flavour in it, and it has just been so well received. Practice swing.
She rolled out a little prototype of this a few months ago, about 6-7 months ago.
Yeah.
I mean, she was I think the first one, 2021, was delicious, but this one is just a tiny bit.
From what I
noticeably
remember
better
from
to
this,
my taste.
what I remember from this from last year was the amount of people that just thought it was going to be a strong version of the 12-year-old, but it just so not. It's just a completely different standalone whiskey. You know, it's kind of got that name to it, but that's as far as it goes. This is stunning.
Well, we've gone to the 100% Oloroso sherry cask. People have heard me talking about this before, but the most commonly read tasting note, the tasting notes that you hear most often about sherry cask whisky: dark berry fruits, Christmas cake, cinnamon, nutmeg, raisins, all these things. Sultanas. I don't even know what a sultana is, Rodney.
I just say
It's like
something.
a raisin.
Is it like a
Dry
raisin?
fruit.
It's a bit like
dry
a-
fruit.
Aye,
yeah.
with less reason. But that's the kind of tasting notes that people talk about when they're referring to sherry cask whisky. What they don't know is they're actually talking about Oloroso sherry cask whisky when they're talking about that. Oloroso sherry, that gets the full oxidative maturation when it's coming down through the Solera system. So it's been strengthened to somewhere in the higher teens. No yeast growing on it. The air gets in, you get full oxidation.
Colour.
But it's also only made with the actual grape juice from the second half of the pressing of the grapes. So the first half, and when I say half, it's a little bit unfair because it's actually usually about 40% of the juice goes very lightly pressed, goes into Fino. Fino can become Amontillado, can become Palo Cortado. 60% of it usually is that heavier pressing, juice out the skins, juice out the stalks, any foliage that's in there, and it's thick and it's chewy, and that is used only for Oloroso. And it's a brilliant sherry.
You're usually doing all this really aggressive
Aye.
pantomime of like
I
smashing
know.
it to the
Yeah,
skins and
absolutely. Yeah.
it's really tannic stuff.
but,
a little bit of
the-
cream, a little bit of wood. A
Do you
little
know,
bit
for
of
me, sometimes a completely Oloroso finish or a complete Oloroso, it's a little bit too much for me. I like an edge of a PX to it just to maybe sweeten it, I don't know. But do you know what, for a 100% PX, 100% Oloroso I should say, this works for me big time. Stunning.
How do you translate Oloroso? This is the sort of shit he hates.
How do I translate it? I don't. I just
You don't
say.
bother.
I just say Oloroso because I can. I don't.
Because I was doing flowery business in one of the warehouses. with
Aye.
Actual Spaniards in the room, and I said fragrant. It's translated as fragrant, and they come back. They came back with
That's his
was,
Spanish, that's his go at being a Spaniard.
yeah. They came back with was
Priceless.
pungent. Pungent is Oloroso.
Pungent?
Yes.
Right, interesting.
They weren't going for fragrant. They were. I felt like a wee knocking the nuts
But
on
that could have
Aye.
been lost in translation, couldn't it?
Yeah.
A little bit.
What's a Spaniard going to know about sherry?
Seriously,
They don't
they
get
can't
it.
even. They don't even know what a triangle is anymore.
No.
Yeah. it's
They
like-
did you
it's like
notice that?
Yeah.
Is that right enough? It was only 46.
Check the
Yeah.
strength in that is. I'm sure you said 46.
I think I did.
Yeah.
46.
You wouldn't have made that up.
I
would
wouldn't have
you?
lied to you, would
No,
I?
you wouldn't
Rodders?
have made that up.
I've got an honest face, haven't I?
But that's
Right, you can lean on me.
it's perfect.
What's John
perfectly
saying?
adequate.
Really enjoying this one. Had a bottle of Loch Gorm a couple of years ago and enjoyed that. That
Oh, I
release
was-
too. So
I was so thinking he was going to say it, and it was.
shite.
Yeah.
Thank God they made a good one. But
There's a positive side to that. You could have eaten any old shit and get away with it.
I think you were getting fed a fair bit.
what are you
did
saying?
say
Maria was
something like
feeding
that.
me shit.
Yes.
Is that what you're saying?
Maria
I was
did say
eating with
something. I can't
spicy
remember
stuff.
what
You
it
kept
was.
buying. I couldn't have a tikka masala. It had to be a fucking vindaloo. Do you know what I mean? Everything else I was getting burning
I
this
reckon
and
you
that
were
and
just getting
tasting nothing.
baldrick sort of cooking. It was just vindaloo rat.
That's it. And I think, Maria, there's a cat collar in this stew.
You don't know nothing.
That's good. That.
Right,
Cool.
Kevin Murphy would say, sure,
That's
people
beautiful.
thought it was a drug deal.
Oh, he's
Whiskey
an
will
absolute
fix
hero,
most things in
absolute
life,
legend,
Martin.
yeah.
Someone said, yeah, perfect. So, yeah, how we
Yeah.
doing?
Oh, this is gorgeous.
This
Not
is
bad
finished.
at all, is it? Not bad at
This
all.
is finished. We're having one of these whiskey tastings where we don't actually talk very much about the whiskies again, aren't we?
Oh, we're talking
we're doing
enough.
that again.
Is it good or is it not? Is it
But
Yeah.
the idea is to tell them what it is.
Aye.
And just have a bit of a chat, innit?
Yeah,
a bit of a
aye.
chat, relax with your friends and
Is it a
family, and
good
have a
guy?
jam and enjoy it.
Is it?
Enjoy it. Yeah, that's it. That's what it matters.
Look, some work's gone into, what is it, Anthony Wills, he does his selection
Oh
stuff,
yeah,
right?
yep.
Yeah.
Right, so some work's gone into balancing all those casks off. 17,000 is a few different casks, and I think
Yeah.
one single cask wouldn't have delivered that. That's a good piece of work right there. That was delicious.
I think Carol Ann picked those ones.
Oh,
I think so. Yeah.
Dram number 4 is
Ooh.
Bowmore Distilleries.
that's
This is the
tasty.
10-year-old Aston Martin. Now this is a 1 litre bottle, so this is a travel retail bottling they've done. Again, it's another one that possibly a lot of people might not have had a chance to try yet. Surprisingly, it's coming in at 40% ABV,
Ooh.
which is really low,
Oh, that
But-
stinks of chill filtration,
doesn't
doesn't
it just? And I won't be surprised if there's.
Ah, it's very colourful as well, isn't
Yeah, I
it?
don't know where the colour. I don't know where the colour
All
comes
natural
from.
colour,
But
no chill filter.
Well,
again, this is something I didn't see in the. I got this on Amazon of all places.
yeah.
But tell you what, Brian-
well, you advertise how cheap you got the whiskey,
yes,
Colin.
because I saw a website it was going for 150. That's probably where you got it, right?
Yeah, that'd be the one. Yeah.
Yeah.
We have drunk 4 and it was rank. Having Bunner interval dram, waiting for you guys to catch up. A lot of people are saying this isn't a particularly popular dram. I
Well,
don't know.
Oh, but do you know about the cars it's based
I
on?
tend to disagree.
Martin.
I'd like to say that this is shite. This is horrible.
Not good, is it?
No.
It's okay, but it's not good.
It's smooth.
I fucking should be
Ah.
40%.
Okay, one of my shout outs was this wood woman, right? You got to, in fact, you fucking shouldered me aside to go out and show her around the distillery. She came in because she was sort of the agent showing off, coordinating between farms and distilleries and cooperages on the continent. Scottish woman. And I was jealous of you. He's like, you bastard, because she was really interested, you know?
Yeah.
And so this is what Spanish oak,
Mm-hmm.
and she was talking about the differences. It was partly her and partly Brendan McCarron at Bunnahabhain talking about the differences between Spanish oak,
Yep.
French oak.
You know what?
Spanish oak's supposed to be much spicier than French.
Yeah.
So-
You don't get a lot of Spanish oak, right?
Yes.
For the very, very reason that if you were to take a cask or build a cask, you build a cask out of Kirkcaldy, white American oak, right? And you build can you say identical for me?
Yeah.
Identical.
For
You
me.
build an identical cask using Spanish oak.
Yeah.
You will have 9 times as much waste with the Spanish oak.
Of the wood itself.
Of
the
the
way you
wood
have to cut
itself,
it.
yeah, because white American oak can be split. It's very, very good to work with. It's very pliable for making casks. Spanish oak
And it
is
holds it a bit better too. As well.
yeah, and but Spanish oak has to be sawn, and it's a bit of a nightmare. But if you go to the effort of using Spanish oak casks to make a dram, why in the name of the wee man would you stick it into the bottle at 40% with, I assume, some chill filtration and probably a big, no, I can't say the caramel word.
Coke.
Yeah. You've wrecked this tonight, Colin, having this drama in it.
Do you know what?
Oh,
Well, the
Colin.
thing is, we don't know until we try, do we?
No, that's true. That's true.
I'm
Does
not
anybody?
picking up any spice?
Nobody's really liking
Wood
it. We've got
spice.
people there saying,
A little bit of eugenol.
is it the same as the standard 10-year-old or something else? Don't know.
No,
This Bowmore
no.
should be much better. Flavours are decent on the palate, but it needs a much more body and
Strength.
mouthfeel.
It's strength.
This isn't terrible when you're going through an airport to a cheap-ass all-inclusive Spain holiday. Effing crazy. Why in the name of the wee man?
That doesn't.
Line is
that could
right,
be
Dave.
anything.
But yeah, but like you say, it's disappointing.
Oh,
It's disappointing. It's not horrendous, but it's not good.
And I can confidently tell you that everything else tonight will be better.
Oh.
Fair play.
Oh, like contrast.
Julian Davis has got a fair comment. As he can't believe Bumore actually put their name to this. It's that bad.
Yeah.
It's actually fair, right?
It's a shocker, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
But like I say,
It's
cocktails.
easy drinking. You could sit down and just chuck this down your neck.
We do it then. Let's move on.
You can do that with bleach, for fuck's sake.
We've seen it enough. Right, so we get another dram. Anybody ready for number 5? Kalila. It makes me happy. Oh, it's a different one. Huh?
Yeah.
Nice, Dave. You're brave leaving that iPad there.
Yeah, no, I just did it before, so I can get...
Stephen's Galaxy Tab S7, he got a bit of chocolate on the Bumore. He's trying to rescue.
That was careless.
I'd rather have had a bit of chocolate.
Did you do that for?
Aye, that was careless.
Ruined some perfectly good chocolate.
All right then. Dram number 5 is the Kalila Distillery exclusive.
Inoffensive. Let's go with that. It's inoffensive. It's drinkable.
Yeah,
it's
it seems to
drinkable.
have offended a lot of people.
We can't have this
I can't
fucking
see if we can
avalanche
see
of-
this, but
Crowd.
I don't know, you can't really read the labels.
Is this
on
the one that's got a wee bit of wine in it?
It's a bit of what?
A wee bit of wine.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
So, Distillery exclusive, 57.4% ABV, and I believe this started off in Kentucky bourbon cask. There's a dribble left in there.
You might as well.
Sorry, Rodders.
I mean,
What about
I don't
Dave?
want to be the only one Dave's falling down the ladder later. I want to be in on that.
Joining that
I'd say
action.
57.4. I believe it started off in Kentucky bourbon cask and finished
Kentucky
up
bourbon?
in. That's what it says. That's what they say, and finished up in California red wine casks.
See, going back to Simon's comment, where it's 4 a.m. in Taiwan,
Yeah.
when it's 4 a.m. on Islay, Simon, I'll probably be waking up in my kitchen.
In his own pee. Sorry, I don't know where that came from, but there's every possibility. Isn't there?
Anything's possible.
Gary Kay's putting on it. Anyone going to Kalila tomorrow? I take it he wants a bottle, does he? There's 6,000 bottles, I think this was it not? Did I read one of 6,000? No idea.
I've not tasted it yet. I love the nose.
Do you know it's fiery on the palate, on the tongue?
Yeah.
Fiery, but the finish is stunning. Limited only one of 6,000, yeah.
Oh yeah, there's a burn. There's a wee flash.
The
of
burner, yeah, but the finish.
So you've got as far as the palate. You're already on the finish, and I've not got it past my hooter yet.
But there's no point me doing the nose in a bit. Any
I
other
like-
comments?
I like the nose.
What is this face?
Oh,
Look at that.
God.
Blowing flames in a minute, Ronald said.
But it only lasts a second. Like it is. There's
Yeah,
a
the
little
burn is an
flash of
instant
burn.
burn. It's
Fiery.
gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's seriously fiery.
Like it's not burning going down or anything.
No,
There's a
no,
little-
no,
There's been any comments from Barry or Lily? Are they still with us, or are they nodded off?
Oh, they'll be
Are
away.
they bored? Are they?
They've got better things to do than this shit.
Daniel Oak says. Daniel Oak says.
I'm excited about this dram. I'm hoping this is.
Me
really
too. I'm a
great.
massive fan of anything with sauterne finishes. I love it. So I'm hoping that Rodders might give me some space here. Oh, I haven't written it down, told the people, and showed them a picture. So we're now looking at the SC01, this Port Charlotte Sauterne cask. That's what the SC stands for. Last 2 bottles on the
What's it
shelf.
stand
This
for?
one, SC for Sauterne cask.
Does it?
Oh.
Fucking hell, where you two been all your life?
Because
There's an Englishman teaching you two.
Is that not just a coincidence?
No. Let me just have a look at
What a
this.
fucking shambles.
It's
this
a
is,
9-year-old
No, it's
oak
professional.
cask exploration series. It's called.
Yes.
I bought the last 2 bottles I had on the shelf. I thought there's 2 left. I've got to get it. I like a sauterne cask,
And you
so
fe-
I grab them, and then it's
And
like
you fell for
yeah, I fell for the old
last-
Bunnahabhain trick.
Yeah, and then
Fucking a week later, oh, we found 3 cases got shipped into us. Yeah, you lying bastard. Fucking at 55.2%, guys. 55.2% ABV. 9 aged years in dark casks. Oak casks. Fucking dark.
Oak.
They're all dark inside.
What a pile of shite. The hassle just to get a dram in this house. By the way,
Last one, guys. Ching ching. Cheers, guys. Hey.
slange,
Having a good one.
slange.
What else have we got? Any comments there? Daniel, best sauterne cask I've tried. Ooh, I've got a bad answer. I've got to argue with that one, Daniel.
Yeah, yeah.
Even before I've tried it, I've got to argue. But Whiskey Heavens, that's Simon.
Keep
Absolutely outstanding dram. Love it.
Hat off. Because it's roasting in here. This attic is...
Yeah, my hands are like.
Aye, well, you need to drink more.
I know.
Anyway, how's this last dram going?
I'm liking this. I'm liking this.
I've not sipped it yet.
It's not as Sauterne influenced as I thought it was going to be, but it's good. Does that make sense?
Look, we're kicking a bit with strength of this thing. 55.2. Is that the right bottle?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that'll do.
55.2.
When you're talking about the
I
best...
bought into it though. This is the first they've done of this because they do a wee experimental cask sourcing. You fucker! I even read this bastard. Before you get into this, this is the first of this series that's been 100% Islay grown barley.
Fun.
Don't tell me you've written
Right.
so small you can't read it.
Concerto, Propino, Publican,
he's on about his-
Oxbridge. What I'm saying is
What's this? Is this a game of Scrabble?
it's 100% Islay sourced barley going
All right.
into the. That's
Yeah.
real deal.
Well, that's a good effort then.
Bruichladdich try and hire as many locals as they can.
Of course they do. Yep.
Yeah,
and
big employer. Second biggest employer on the island, Bruichladdich.
Yeah.
But
Here we go, wait for it.
they're the real deal. They're not a joke.
No.
You know?
No, they've been doing that for a long time. They've been employing 80, 90, 100 people on this island for years and years.
That's a massive thing.
Of course it is. I mean,
I went into it thinking it was some
No.
marketing wank.
No,
and
it's not.
When I came out, it was like,
You said
Fucking-
wank, your mum's listening.
doesn't
no,
matter. She understands the concept.
She knows what a wank is. They've always been hugely experimental, but actually, they've always been brilliant for the island.
Yeah, yeah.
Brilliant for the island.
yeah.
Amazing.
No messing around. Like,
And
Yeah.
what colour is their building?
Tiffany
Tiffany
blue. Tiffany blue.
if you want to, after the
Yeah.
tasting, Martin Brendel's already got his Playboy.
I think she might be in it. Tiffany blue
Tiffany
might be in
Blue
Martin's
might be
magazine.
Martin, yeah.
This all
Yeah.
stemmed from when we had our Bruichladdich episode. We sort of said Tiffany Blue was what I call it, 'cause that's what the Americans would probably associate it as. And Dave said, what a great name for a porn star.
So
We researched it and we watched both her movies.
Yeah.
No, we
from
didn't.
start to finish.
Multiple times.
Multiple
Rodders took one
Yeah.
for the team.
The first 10 minutes over and over and over.
Mark Daniel, like, Tiffany Blue, bow chicka wow wow. Happy day. Did you know I said that well, didn't I?
You did
that
that
well.
right.
You
You
did
did
that.
right,
You
yeah.
almost sung
I
sung
know,
that.
it's like,
sang
like a
that,
Lynx
sung that.
advert, wasn't it? What are you laughing at now?
Oh, that's a big old long message. What's that? I hope this isn't somebody
This
being
is from
serious,
Fraser.
is it?
Oh, mate,
Oh, it's
yeah,
Fraser, is it?
Keep it up, guys. Thoroughly worth it. Great selection of bottles that I personally wouldn't have necessarily purchased. Being able to try it,
Yep.
It's
discuss,
really
and laugh about really helps. I think I'm putting the Bunner Car Strength and the Kilhoman on the Christmas list. Slancher.
There you
The
go.
couple-
Good on you,
one.
mate. Good on you. But let's tell you what, guys. It's been a good night.
Yeah, I think so.
I think the Kalila was nice.
Mm-hmm.
I think Kilhoman was good.
The
Bunner
fucking
12 was
Bruichladdich
good,
was
and
good.
the Port Charlotte wasn't as good as I was expecting, but it
No.
wasn't bad. It wasn't bad, but
Okay.
it wasn't what
Oh,
the Sauterne.
Okay, but wasn't it
what I was
great?
hoping.
Wasn't it great? But,
the Coolio was fine.
Who? Coolio? Gangster's Paradise?
The fucking Loch Ormer's beautiful.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
good one.
really like that.
But I'll tell you what, the Bruichladdich, I much preferred the Bare Barley last time to the Sauterne
Yes.
this time.
Mm.
No, I
That was
liked it as
lovely.
well.
That's a lovely jam, that's Bare Barley one,
Mm.
wasn't it? 2012 was it we got? But,
Yeah.
I like this one as well.
yeah, so it was good, but it wasn't...
I'm marginal with that. I'm okay with that. It's
If
very
you could get
punchy.
past the fire, that was lovely.
Very, very
But it
punchy.
was nice though.
Yeah,
Because
no, it's
it
great.
was only a second of fire.
Yeah.
If when I get past the punch, I'm good.
But more was
Shite.
fucking shocking.
Shite.
I'd
That's
rather have a
fucking
bottle of bells than that.
That's fucking
I would.
horrible.
I would. I'd rather have a bottle of bells than that.
I was okay with that. Cole was okay.
I like the Coleman. I like the
Okay
plenty.
with that.
Yep.
I thought it was really quite nice. Let's all go into fuck tonight, as
Losers get
as we
tuners.
expected.
Does it really have anybody join the next one?
Have we alienated everybody? but what you've got to remember is that you two boys are not about setting standards.
You noticed, didn't it?
Thanks, Dave. That's beautiful, man.
We
Thanks.
should put that on the bottle.
You know, but-
See, that's what I like to see, that picture. That's Martin Brendel. That's all the people that are on
Oh, nice.
our
one.
Nice.
I'll zoom tonight.
Ah, it's beautiful, isn't it?
That's what you want to see. That's what we...
Forward that to me and I'll put it in.
No, go kiss my ass. Martin Brendel, huge thanks for making this evening a highlight of the past few days. See you in... Well, compared to a fucking shoulder surgery, you'd hope this would be better, wouldn't you?
You fucking shoulder.
You were better than pain.
I say, they soon tell you what they think of it.
Yeah,
So there's no point trying to kid on that it's fucking... That is shockingly bad.
You could not kid on, that's a good
I
dram.
can't believe I gave a bottle out to Ben Wilson for being my mechanic this year and keeping me on the road.
Oh, here it comes. Franz Clammer at the starting gates.
I feel a little bit of puke in my throat.
Yeah. Oh, what's your head? Don't bang your head.
Oh, says you fucking right, you idiot. There's a great big clunk of wood behind that, you knobber.
Ow. No, fuck off. How about I'm going to have some of that Aston Martin?
You what?
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why?
good for you.
Just
Cause-
of other
cause you-
stuff
cause
here.
you're
Why would you have that?
Just to show the whiskey's whiskey.
No,
Why
I
don't you
said-
have
I
the,
said-
why don't you have the Atlantic Sea Salt, Rodders, and do yourself a favour?
Everyone loves Atlantic Sea Salt.
No,
Nobody
they
loves...
don't. It's alright, but
So, you're so contrary. You're going to drink that shit.
Oh, fuck.
Just be contrary.
he's just drinking that.
I'm going to drink some air for a while. I'm dizzy.
Oh, you
Ouch.
banged your head, Buttercup.
Oh.
Poor you.
It's drinkable. It's fucking drinkable.
It's not.
It's fine.
That
It's
literally
fine.
to me is not drinkable. That's unpalatable to me. Completely.
It's just some whiskey.
You know, it's not unpleasant.
It
No.
is.
It's just nothing. It's just nothing.
It's just nothing. It's just some whiskey.
Yeah.
And I found this going for 150 quid.
This stuff, 150 quid.
I
You
found
saw
it
it on
for
a
that.
website for 150.
I was looking up how it had been received in the meantime, you know. 150 quid for that.
It's fucking bad. It's bad. I mean, it's not offending me.
No,
It's not offending me. Because
it's just some stuff.
it's not doing
websites
it.
are you looking on? Look at that. Old and rare, 161.99.
Old and rare. That sounds exactly right.
Is that not Barry and Lily?
No,
What
they're
called that?
rare and luxury and rare, or rare
Luxury
and
and
luxury.
rare.
What can you do as a drunken sailor?
Putting their scuffers with the hose pipe on him, I would.
Stick him into something and something
Early in
all
the
over.
morning, even.
Stick him into something and
Early in
something
the
all
morning.
over.
Stick him in the scuppers with a hose pipe on him.
That's right, is it?
Early in the morning. Why not?
Early in the morning.
Beautiful, Rodders.